Hey guys, how's it going? It's your boy M.K.S here, back with yet another video, sticking to the theme of Black History and Empowerment Month, as I call it. I add the and empowerment onto it. So today I've had another knackering day, another tiring day for those outside the UK. But yeah, I think I've got some sort of illness without knowing it or something like that. But anyway, just thought I'd give a little side note. But these are some of my ideas on how to empower the Black community, especially in America. This Black History Month in America for Thursday. So I hope you enjoy it. And as ever, I request that people will kindly, or if you would kindly, I'm going to phrase it, if you would please kindly post up any comments and thoughts you can think of or whatever. So I think that covers everything for the intro. Normally each day I think of a certain theme. So here goes. So number one, I would love to support Black people in politics and look at how to get more Black people into politics. Number two, I would love to look into how to support like hashtag Teach for Black America, and look at ways people can teach and train Black people in America in fields which will help them to be empowered, like tech or STEM generally and things like that. I mainly like to stick to alliterations, so but STEM generally would be pretty cool looking into the future. And I like to think of goal setting as well and things like that. So also those who have done well from the Black community could inspire others from the Black community to also do well. I can see my bald patch from this angle, I think, obviously. But anyway, moving on. Number three, tea companies. Again, going on alliterations. I would love to see what tea companies companies like Tata, who run Tetley's. I don't know if they have any operations in America at the moment. I think they do. They're pretty global, so I know they have a lot in the UK. I think they're the biggest public sector employee in the UK, or employer in the UK. I beg your pardon. So again, I don't know how much operations, if any, they have in America, but maybe it could be a foothold, it could be a market that they would want to tap into if they haven't already done so, which would be quite surprising considering how big the American market is. But I know like Tetley and companies like that, British people love tea more, I imagine, than Americans. But it would be cool to see what they could do in America, like what cars they could make and that kind of thing. But also if they could invest in the Black community in America, especially in February each year. But also companies that own tea, like tea brands and things like that, or even companies like Tesla, and going on alliterations, and others, like what they could do to support the teaching and training of Black America, Toyota and others. Come to think of it, number four, that was number three, isn't it? So I keep forgetting to count properly. Number four, on the subject of like supporting Black people in tech, I would love to support Black people in tech, basically. I would love to support channels. I know I did a reaction video on them, and if I had more energy, I would have done so today if I could have. But I would love to do more reaction videos on like tech is the new Black, and I suppose they could also be like Black is the new tech or stuff like that. So basically, as many channels as possible helping Black people in tech, and that kind of thing. Number five, also Black people with their goals and ambitions, like Black people could talk to each other, network together on their goals and ambitions, and basically support each other, encourage each other, I'd say network together on their ambitions, including becoming lawyers, judges, police, and other such legal representatives. I mentioned recently, like if I wonder if there were more Black police and judges and lawyers and whatnot, could that mean that there would be more? They could ensure their people have more rights, and maybe even minorities working together in those sorts of fields to make sure, hopefully, everyone will have equal access to justice and fair justice. I may dream, or certainly that's the ideal, and I think it'd be cool if people worked to that as much as possible, and Black people support each other politically and things like that. I think it'd be cool if there were more Black politicians as well, and again more in the legal profession, and ensure that they had more like human rights lawyers and things like that, and maybe even discuss things like reparations. That's very controversial, the pros and cons of reparations and things like that. I know that's been something that's been debated like forever, so to speak, but it would be pretty interesting to hear about the pros and cons of such talked about in a reasonable manner. Number six, I was trying to leave the Italian football or soccer, calcio or footy thing till March, because 17th of March is Italy's Unification Day, and I wanted to focus more on the African American stuff. But I'm hoping to talk about those deals. I hope for Italian soccer to have with African Americans. I talked about recently that they could have academies and sports clubs and look at how they can mutually benefit each other. I hope that Italian soccer and Serie A especially will benefit, or Italian football, soccer, calcio, footy, whatever you want to call it, will benefit as well as like the black community. So I hope it'll be a mutual benefit. Number 7, same with Celtic. Hopefully I'll discuss more of that in March. And I hope to discuss such on Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays in March, if and when I ever have the opportunity. But yeah, hopefully in more detail, and like sort of think through what sort of partnerships they could have. I've sort of covered it in a nutshell there, but so yeah, having academies and supports clubs would hopefully benefit Serie A, Italian football generally, Italian soccer generally, and also Celtic FC respectively. And also they could, like Serie A or Italian football, Italian soccer, could look at how to improve relations with the black community and help them with training as well, which I hope will benefit. I hope it will benefit football and FIFA. Again, footy, soccer, calcio, football, or whatever you want to call it, generally, and also I hope it will benefit the black community and get them into football, including in America and maybe even all around the world, and improve relations with Italians and Celts and black people through soccer. But anyway, I'll cover that in more detail perhaps, and try and think through edge through the deals I hope could be made towards a mutual benefit. So I hope Italian soccer, Celtic FC, and the black community will all benefit together from such deals. I'll drink to that, as I say. Number 8, I hope people can talk about more positive things about the black community, and like success stories and what they can achieve, and like believe in each other, and maybe have t-shirts and clothing generally which says this person loves a black person and they make them proud every day, and things like that. Number 9, once again, I'd love to support black politicians and black people politically, and like look at political empowerment and discuss ideas on such, and help people to think about such. And also, as I say, once again, I would love to read and hear from different comments on what are the best ways to empower the black community, whether that's politically or in other such ways. At number 10, I would love to support young black people as well, and black people of all ages, and support them in areas like TikTok, YouTube, which for some reason I think of YouTube on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I know it doesn't begin with a T technically, but the tube it does obviously. But TikTok also, and like support black TikTokers as much as I can, and YouTubers and whatnot, and that kind of thing. And again, black people in tech and at different fields. So yeah, those are some of the themes on Thursdays. And I'm out. Peace and love.